Hello and welcome to Warhawk News. With me today is Mia Metcalf and I'm Ellie Christensen. Mia, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's early this morning, so I'm just a little bit tired, and there's a light dust on the ground of snow, so that was nice to see this morning. I like the snow.
Yeah, I mean it looks very pretty, but it's not as fun to walk in. So,
Yeah.
I mean I'm already ready for spring, so anytime now. But I think we got a ways to go before that.
Yeah.
So moving on to our first story today. Ferguson, Missouri erupted in protest last week in reaction to a grand jury's decision to not indict Officer Darren Wilson in the shooting death of Michael Brown. Though many of the protesters remained peaceful, a number of protesters rioted as they charred businesses and threw glass bottles and batteries at police. Police responded with tear gas and 61 people were arrested on a variety of charges. No serious injuries were reported. Officer Wilson resigned from the Ferguson Police Department on Sunday. Mia, what do you think about all of this?
It's a little disheartening that people are still rioting over it. There's a more peaceful way to do it, so that's what I like to see. I like to see peaceful protests.
Yes, absolutely.
And speaking of peaceful protests, controversy over the Michael Brown case has been brewing from the very beginning. And just last week, students took to the UC to peacefully voice their opinions on the grand jury's decision not to indict Officer Wilson.
Students at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater held a peaceful protest November 25th in the University Center. Students stood together in honor of Michael Brown, an 18-year-old teen who was slain by local police force. This campus protest came in wake of recent rioting that occurred late November 24th, following the grand jury's decision not to indict Officer Darren Wilson, the man who fatally shot and killed Michael Brown. Protest organizer Jaslyn Gowdy was moved to action by the recent events in Ferguson.
Just seeing all the riots and all the people, positively protesting and negatively protesting, and just made this feeling inside of me like I need to do something. Instead of us feeling like this riot and feeling that, Whitewater doesn't care because we thrive on diversity here, I was like, let me just hold something positive just to allow people to get it off their chest. So I also with Ashley Dowry and Jerry Watkins, we kind of put this together. A lot of people showed up, we talked, we expressed our feelings, whether we were for or against, and just different strategies we think of will help, not just Ferguson, but even here on Whitewater with social justice issues.
Students came with open hearts, sharing with one another their own stories of injustice and how they've endured police brutality. Among all those who attended, there was a consensus that participating was more significant for them because it hit home. Kiwan Jennings felt deeply connected to the issues surrounding the shooting in Ferguson and wanted to make a difference.
It was pretty much the verdict on Ferguson. It actually resonates very deeply. Seems like we have a problem and we need to fix it. And if not now, then it's just going to get worse.
The jury's decision not to indict Officer Wilson has been making headlines across the world, sparking demonstrations and protests in countries as far away as Hong Kong. It's no surprise that this event has had an adverse effect on students at this university.
I feel like it affects us because we are a small community, so we have the ability to talk to each other about it and be close-knit with the situation, but it's still only a small portion of the major problem. Not saying that small people can't do big things, but it's just, I wish we had more of a presence. We want our voice to be heard, but I guess it takes everyone.
It takes everyone indeed, something that the Warhawks here on campus understand well. A sense of peace, unity, and purple pride filled the UC on this day as students joined together in honor of a life taken too soon. For UWW-TV News from the University Center, I'm Mia Metcalf.
Now on to our second story. University of Wisconsin-Whitewater football senior Brady Gravold is one of the 10 semifinalists for the 2014 NCAA Division III Gagliardi Trophy. The award is given to the nation's most outstanding player by the Jostens and J Club. Out of the 16 finalists, the Whitewater defensive back was chosen among 4 other seniors and 5 juniors. Fans can vote for their favorite player until December 8th, and the final 4 will be announced December 9th.
Your favorite toys from childhood seem to have grown up, and not in the way that you'd expect. A company named Citizen Brick, which creates customized Legos in a variety of themes along the lines of the show Breaking Bad, has released a set that resembles a strip club, complete with the zebra print couches, a pole with minifigures with scandalous clothing painted on. The company has sold a few hundred sets so far, and Lego does not endorse Citizen Brick's creations. What do you think about that? I mean, I find it a little strange that they are creating these Lego-like figures that have a strip club. What do you think?
It's a little outrageous, but obviously it's like a novelty thing, so I feel like it just should be sold in like hobby stores and obviously out of reach of children, because children shouldn't have Legos with stripper poles.
Yeah, it's a little disturbing. I mean, I think if I saw my children playing with that, I'd be a little freaked out. And I know that they actually also had action figures for Breaking Bad too, so it seems like it's an ongoing trend of Breaking Bad toys. I don't really know.
Yes,
why
Breaking
that
Bad
is.
has been like taking over the nation. Everyone's obsessed with it. I haven't even watched the show though, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I watched like the first episode and that was really about it. But so moving on to our next story. With all you can eat in the dining halls, losing sleep to study, and hectic schedules, how can students really stay healthy on campus? Our own Samantha Phillips has more on maintaining a healthy lifestyle here at Whitewater.
Students attending any college know that it can be a struggle trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Class and work schedules can be so busy that sometimes the last thing students have time to worry about is their health choices. UW-Whitewater sophomore Elena Preparo utilizes the services offered here on campus to help her stay healthy.
Personally, I try to eat my healthies even when I'm living in the dorms, which I am, by either whether it's making oatmeal in the microwave or going to the salad bar at dining halls. And then physically, I make sure to go to the gym. We have so many wonderful resources to maintain a healthy life and get exercise in.
UW-Whitewater supports services that help remind students to work towards a healthier lifestyle on a day-to-day basis. Wellness Coordinator Whitney Henley is an active member in providing those services for students.
There are some on-campus resources with rec sports and dining services, but one new thing that I'm excited about is the LEAP team here on campus created a campus relaxation room in Drumlin. So this is a spot where people can just go and chill out and have some quiet time without listening to people running around. It's a good time to meditate or just reflect on your day. So I think that's a pretty cool new resource that we have.
UW-Whitewater is committed to helping their students succeed not only in the classroom, but also by achieving healthy lifestyle goals. A nap room where students can safely check their bags in and take a nap at any point during the day is in future plans for here on campus. For UWW-TV, I'm Samantha Phillips.
Now, I know I have a hard time staying healthy on campus. Ellie, what do you do to stay healthy on campus?
You know, I'm gonna be honest, I'm also pretty bad about it. I've been trying to eat a little bit more healthy, but sometimes that gets to be a little tough when you're on the go, as they mentioned before. But, just trying to eat healthy and walk as many places as possible. So, what about you?
I try to go to the Williams Center and work out, but that doesn't always go as planned. It's more like maybe 3 times a week, and that's all. The food on campus is not healthy at all, so that's something that's very lacking in my lifestyle. I don't eat healthy at all.
No, I totally understand. But I mean, at least you got to head up on the competition because you go to the gym. So you got me beat there.
Spring Creek Golf Course isn't well known by those who don't play, but for many UWW golfers and local residents, it's a favorite. Zach Imken has more on this hidden treasure.
Spring Creek Golf Course is a 9-hole par 3 course located just 10 minutes outside of Whitewater. Nestled in the Wisconsin countryside and opened in 1988, Spring Creek has been twice nominated as one of the top 12 par 3 courses in the United States. In 1987, owner and founder Mike Majewski was working for the U.S. Postal Service, but wanted to turn his passion for golf into a career and decided to build Spring Creek Golf Course for the people of Wisconsin.
I started thinking about when you go to golf courses, the holes that stand out the most in your memory bank are the par 3s. For some reason, you can remember those par 3s. And I thought, why not 9 championship par 3s? Well, what makes Spring Creek work is that the golf course itself is so unique. There's not any other par 3 golf course like it in the state of Wisconsin, but every kind of golfer loves it.
Spring Creek became a local favorite for golfers of all skill levels. But last spring, the worst thing that could have happened to Mike did.
Back in April of this year, we had some youth came in and decided to literally try to destroy Spring Creek.
Much of the golf course was damaged, including all posts, yardage markers, benches, garbage cans, and even the Pepsi machine. The most expensive destruction was that of the golf carts and greens, which are the pride of Spring Creek. The vandalism would cost the course almost $44,000. With the help of donations from the communities of Jefferson, Whitewater, and Fort Atkinson, enough money was raised to find the individuals responsible for the vandalism. Spring Creek has since been repaired.
But hopefully they'll learn a lesson by it, but it's an expensive lesson.
Spring Creek Golf Course was designed with the public's enjoyment in mind and strives to make golf fun for everyone. For more information, visit www.springcreekgolf.com. For UWW-TV, I'm Zach Imkin.
Well, thank you for that, Zach. That's all the time we have for today on Warhawk News. I'm Ellie Christensen.
And I'm Mia Metcalf. See you later.
Students at